Welcome back, everybody, to another Divi Project update for January 10th, 2023. It's a Tuesday, and who's ready for that news? Well, set your reminder and save the date, Friday, January 20th, because we have a Divi event to formally announce. It will be live streamed from YouTube, and you do not want to miss this. Definitely going over DeFi, liquidity, the ecosystem. Woo! So again, when is this? The 20th of January, where Divi Project YouTube channel, time 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Set those reminder, guys, because Nick was like, lots of stuff is happening. Biggest stream in months, so attend or die. But yeah, so this is going to be big. So cannot wait. We are officially, 2 weeks away from that? Is that next Friday? Yes, not this Friday, next Friday. So yes, super excited. All right, what else is going on? Nick Saponaro, our CEO, was also sharing some insight on setting up a business, on diversifying your portfolio is key to success. And also he shared his experience on setting up a little side hustle business, selling Pokemon magic cards. I think it's called Invasion Toys. But yeah, this is Nick's journey on that, and how in a couple of years he bootstrapped it and set it to a $1 million in sales by 2022 in just his spare time. So you don't need to have a 40-hour job or put all your time into it, just some side hustle. So yeah, let's go over this. Digital marketing is not my forte. I'm a developer by trade, Instagram, SEO, Google, CPC marketing, etc. Were not foreign concepts, but using them effectively was not within my wheelhouse. I've always hired others for these skills, but I didn't have the luxury with the startup. I actually hired Fiverr SEO specialists and some Shopify experts to help optimize site speed. This low-cost approach helped minimize outflows with effective results, meaning high ROI. My partner would sit on Instagram all day, engaging with accounts, sharing their posts on our story, and becoming a fact of the existing community. We boosted every post for at least $5. Eventually, real customers and organic traffic grew the page to its current count of 11,000. Storage was another challenge, though, when starting this business. Since this was just a hobby and my partner lived in a small New Jersey townhome, my garage became the warehouse and distribution center. This did not sit well with my housemates as the business grew to consume the entire property. Now, storing inventory is one thing, but purchasing the proper inventory is another. At first, we would just buy anything and everything. Distributors would give us low allocations of poop products, but it was better than nothing, so we take it. We had a heavier focus on designer toys back then. We even produced some of our own vinyl toys and sold them, only to realize that the cost and time to production make this a challenging way to produce reliable rate of return. As of such, we shifted our entire focus to just trading cards. Now, you might remember that Pokemon and many other TCGs were pumping heavily during the pandemic time. You could buy any sealed Pokemon product and insta-flip it for 2x the profit, minimum. Those tides quickly changed, the money printers turned off, and the stimmy money ran dry. So we had to learn to be more strategic in our purchases. We kept buying and investing in new card games. We got very good at choosing sets and gauging hype for products. But often we would get considerable allocations only for the set to flop and to be left holding a 5-figure bag. Now we learned that pre-orders were vital, but not to overdo them, as many stores folded by over-promising and failing to deliver. Allocating became more consistent, we got better predicting them, and increased cash flow exponentially through pre-orders. And then we moved into our warehouse/retail shop in the summer of 21, exhausting pretty much all of our cash and then some. Getting things set up, we looked around the store and realized that the allocations we thought were huge in the garage were relatively small in the ample new space. We started placing larger orders and often would get wrecked by a trash release and have to sit on product for weeks/months or add them to combo deals and sales to move them for a loss and not even gain. It was the bear market of trading cards, and it was brutal. We got better at inventory flow, purchasing, and management, and we decided to take our growing business to New York Comic Con. It cost the majority of our on-hand capital, and we were kicked out without a refund on the second day because one of our booth mates was not wearing a mask. Oh, stupid. And this nearly took us down as a shop. We had bet the farm and recovery seemed next to impossible. Just shipping the items back to California was going to cost thousands of dollars. We also had a 3-year lease in California looming large, but we had a growing community of customers. We doubled down. Shopify Capital was able to provide us with some working funds to get us over the hump, and then we ran negative for a while we focused on building the local community while maintaining our online presence and sales. We started hosting live events to bring more customers in, where we found streamers to do a live sell stream online. We engaged with popular YouTubers in the space to help promote products. We kept going to conventions, but kept it local, West Coast only. Then we got to the point where we were the top-selling Pokemon store in San Diego. We were awarded pre-order events by the Pokemon Company, which brought even more people in. We were in the only store in the area to sell certain products. We started to hire more staff. Now we are one of the few stores left in our region, and we own a massive part of the market there. We are adding new product lines and attracting more people every day. 2022 was our biggest sales year yet, reaching 1 million in sales. Not bad considering our first month netted a negative $7,100. Now, the key takeaways of this thread is that you do not need 40 plus hours a week to build a $1 million business. Find a low cost, high rate of return labor early on. Fill in the gaps in knowledge quickly for what you need to do. Don't give up when failure seems imminent. Engage with your community heavily and frequently, and get clever. Now, if you're interested, check out the store online. It's invasiontoys.com. But yeah, great advice, Nick, because like during these bear times, people should have been setting up a side hustle. Like, what's one of your hobbies? Can you turn that into a business to make you money, to reinvest? But like, you want to keep doing it. But again, engaging in the community is big. It can help you survive. Even the online sales. I remember when I was working in Nordstrom, and yeah, during the pandemic, they shut down all the stores. The only thing keeping Nordstrom alive was through the online sales. So you got to be able to adapt. But it doesn't take 40 hours a week to set up a business. And yeah, this was a great thread. Thank you, Nick, for this. Like, for those of you looking to start a business, take these words to heart and like really like use the tips he gave you. Like, and yeah, keep up the good work. So congrats, Nick, on that successful business, and also to your success with Divi. And then let's see. What else is from Nick? Liquid, you say this is a little piece from his interview with PapaJo. If you haven't watched that or even subscribe to the PapaJo channel, you better do, because he does great content. But there are 4 pillars every healthy market needs. These standards are the basis of all my crypto research and should also be for you too. So here it is. Let's play this.
That you can rely. There's basically like 4 aspects of market that you should basically be looking at, right? And it's liquidity, utility, demand, and volume, right? Those are the things that essentially make any currency useful, valuable, and something that you can rely on. Of course, you know, fiat currencies have a ton of demand and utility because you can use them everywhere on everything. But a lot of like Bitcoin has that as well. It has a ton of liquidity. You could buy $1 million worth of Bitcoin and barely see the price move.
Right.
That's like strong, deep liquidity.
Yep.
It has tons of utility. You can use it for a ton of things, buy things, whatever. Obviously, demand is always there. Otherwise, it wouldn't be still be. It's basically like.
Yeah, so those are the 4 things you need to pay attention to when you're doing your research and an investment. Does the project have liquidity, utility, demand, and volume? That should always be a part of your research when studying a new product, business, or whatever. So, man, Nick just killing it with the tips for this. Like, I love it. So, awesome job, Nick, and especially expressing that and sharing that info. And then let's see, let's move on. What else is going on with Divi Project? I know Berg44's got a post. Just had a friend call me to let me know they are getting into Divi. Good timing. Everyone is starting to realize Divi Project is doing some big things with Divi DeFi. Yes. And I always try to share that as well. Every time I get interviewed by someone, especially from like the theta community, they always notice like talk about Divi, and it's like I'm trying to help Divi as much as I can and like just spread the word out. It's like this is exciting times. Like Divi is building some amazing stuff. The Divi DeFi, they're fully patented with their Mochi technology, and technically the staking ball got thrown in there too. So yes, super stoked on Divi. Divi's going to be huge. Do not sleep on it, guys. And then for those of you curious about this question, Berg had a question to the voice. Question for the voice. Can only Divi be traded for eDivi mints? Is that correct? Like swapping BTC for eDivi in the wallet would not mint fresh eDivi, but instead exchange it for eDivi on the open market. Do I have that accurate? And the voice was like, you cannot swap BTC to eDivi. eDivi doesn't exist without first existing as Divi. Well, I should clarify. You cannot swap BTC to eDivi with Change Now or the Divi Wallet, but you can in the wild of any other pseudo DEX when minting is running. Now you put a eDivi in and Divi you put a Divi in and a Divi ERC20 token comes out. When you are done using your Divi ERC20 token, you put your Divi ERC20 in and out comes a Divi. So yeah, that's basically, it's like eDivi is just Divi, but it's only can be created through Divi. You can't swap it for like BTC to eDivi. It can only come from Divi itself. That keeps it at its 1-to-1 ratio. So yeah, thank you, Voice, for answering that. And yeah, good question, Ryan. Again, in the crypto community, guys, there is no dumb questions out there. Always ask, and like you should get a pretty solid answer. And hey, look at the new message in here. Who's texting next? Oh, just a Divi bot. So again, go vote for Nick on the Cointelegraph Top 100. Voting ends January 15th, so 5 more days. But yeah, pretty cool. That's the biggest question going on the Discord channel. Also, the interview Nick had with Crypto.News is now in a transcript form, so now you can read that interview on Crypto.News. And yeah, if you want to listen to it, I have it in yesterday's video, a link to the Shopify or Spotify, and that's where I listen to it. But definitely great. He talks about ZK EVMs, future of Divi DeFi. But yeah, ZK EVMs are huge. Like, I had to do some extra research on that, and it was like you're able to prove something without sharing like all the full information behind it. So it's pretty cool, and that's what Divi is utilizing for this DeFi sector. So yeah, super stoked on that. And then let's see, Mike 40 ounce, Divi following the fractal from last cycle. Looks like this bottom was February 2019, and here we are 4 years later. So time's moving, only up from here, says Karst. Very interesting. Again, yeah, it's always good to look at cycles and how like they tended to work, because when it comes to the markets, like they may not repeat themselves, but they sure do rhyme. So it could be similar. So yeah, good find, Mike 40 ounce. But that's about it for this Divi project update. Price of Divi is at 0.012 cents. We're up 4% since yesterday. Market cap's at $39 million. Trading volume is at 323,000. Our current market cap ranked is number 388. So that went up. And then here's our day chart. Oh, it looks like we had a nice spike there. I wonder who caused that to happen. But since then, we've had a nice consistent upwards trend. Love it. And master nodes, we have one more since yesterday. Nice. There's a total of 2,045 known master nodes out there running and securing the network. And then if you haven't downloaded the official regional crypto wallet of the Liga, I have a link down in the description box for you at DiviWallet.com. It's a wallet for everyone. This is crypto made easy. Buy, sell, convert, and earn crypto with our fully self-custodial wallet. Just scan right there. I'll take you to the Google Play or Apple Store, and then you just download it from there. Back up that seed phrase, and you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if so, hit that thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.